Hi, Navita. A little bit about me. In my past life, I have been an entrepreneur since birth. During my college days, I made a sandwich stall. I have worked in a farming company where I was doing farming and selling their vegetables. So I have done multiple things related to. I started a drop shipping store. I also ran an e-commerce store on Amazon with my father. I did multiple things. Right after that, I started a marketing agency as well, just like every other person in this world. I think nowadays I did all of those. Then I realized, no, I really want to level up. I really want to win in life. So I started finding and doing jobs, and I realized that the best marketers are in New York. ऐसा मेरे को लगता था, ठीक है? So I went there and I applied for jobs, and sitting here from India, from Noida, Delhi, I got job in a marketing agency in New York. Right. So I worked with them for around about a year. Then that company had to shut down, not because of me, but they had some internal things. So they shut down. Then I switched to, then I moved to a gaming company, which was again in China. So I became a global marketer, right? Where I was working with international brands. Then I thought, if I'm doing so well for myself, because I was earning in dollars, I was like, wow, this is so cool. I'm earning in dollars. And so I started helping my friends do the same, crack the same kind of job. And I started doing it. And then I started helping others get a similar kind of job. So since then, I've been helping digital marketers crack a high paying job and get a high paying job. And that's how I became what I became. Now, the way I introduce myself is, hi, my name is Lakshit Gana. I'm a basketball player turned performance marketer. Now I headhunter exclusively for digital marketers, right? I help digital marketers get high paying jobs without applying to thousands of positions using my method CVC, which is I've made. This year, by this year end, our goal is that we want to raise 100 crore rupees worth of job offers for all my marketers, right? In, right. And we are already at 2.8, 2.7 right now. It's Feb 13, and we're already at 2.8, and we're going very rapidly. We're working very hard. Mimansha, all my team, recruitment team, everybody is working really hard. And this is the goal, right? And this is what I'm doing right now. And my future is like till December, I'm logged in to make sure this. And we have this internal and external movement going on that we'll be making India's marketers a rich club, right? The reason why that we're doing is because India is looked for an IT hub, but India gave philosophy to the world, culture to the world, art to the world, spiritual, the whole journey, yoga and religion to the world. And that's what I am trying to get into. That we are a great storyteller. Not just me, but all the Indian marketers are a great storyteller. And we are trying to take this to whole level. So this is a little bit about me, where I am, where I'm going ahead. So over here today we have Navita. Navita, please tell us about your past. What did you do before? What are you doing currently, and what are your future goals? And it can be your company and personal, but do share about your personal, because as my mentor says, the shortest distance between two hearts is a great story. So please share your story with us.
Definitely, I would love to. Thanks to give me that opportunity. So, yeah, my name is Ravida Gupta. I am holding 15 years experience, or I started my career with recruitment for. I'm coming with an area when that era when basically, you called people asking, are they looking for a job opportunity or not? Just chasing people on job posts and all. So I have spent almost good a decade in recruitment firm, then moved to FinTech, work with EdTech, logistics, SaaS-based organization, and now in fashion industry. So I have seen, changing recruitment completely differently. It's a completely a different ball game now. So it's no like, you're just calling people and asking, are you looking up? You're actually having a conversation. You're trying to understand what are their passion, what they are doing, what is what actually they are looking, because you will not find people these days on a job board. You actually map, you hunt, you build a network, or so definitely it's gives me high when I'm interacting with lots of new people, new profile, trying to understand what they do, what they are into, how they are making money, and the things are changing, revolving all around. So yeah, that's a lot.
Lovely, lovely. And what are your future goals? How do you tend to like personally move ahead, or what are your December 2025 or December 2026 goals?
So maybe I'll not have short-term goals. I would have a long-term goal. I'm planning my own recruitment firm maybe in 5 years down the line. Where I'm actually working on a niche position because here right now also I'm getting a lot of exposure working with this all product company where I'm working on a very strategic role, critical roles. I am loving that. So I want to keep on doing that.
Lovely, awesome. Since you want to become and start a recruitment agency, and we can have that conversation later. As you know, I also run a recruitment agency, and we can have an in-depth discussion about that after this. But um, talking about your current position, and I wanted to ask, since like you said, you hire very specific leadership positions, right? And specific related to the needs. How does your ideal teammate avatar looks like, right? When you guys are going to hire, there's an inbound exercise we do, which is ideal teammate avatar. Just like there's ideal customer avatar, right? There's a similar thing which we do, is that what kind of teammate do I want, right? How old does he or she should be? How many kids? What should be kids' age? Like we go in super depth. What should be their favorite color? What kind of music do they listen? What kind of coffee would she be drinking? Because when he or she walks into my office, I don't want to listen to bad music. I want to listen to good music. So we go into very depth and detail for our hiring. I just want to know, what are those top three things which you look for while hiring?
So while I hire, the three things in my mind, the person should be problem solver and data rich, right? And the person has to be self motivated. It is very important and passionate about what the person is doing. I am not looking very hardworking person, like the person is keep on sitting around laptop doing work. No, no. I want somebody who love interacting, who love knowledge sharing, keep with love ideas like knowledge sharing sessions, town halls must be around, like, just sharing what is actually learning everyday basis. Keep on telling me that. Yeah. So then that is something I look for.
And is this across all levels, or is this like just junior level, mid level, or senior level?
These three things definitely all yeah.
All across, and all across job roles as well. Like for example, of course, our audience is marketers, and I am more concerned about digital marketers and salespeople. But even accountants, when you're looking hiring accountants or head of CFO, you want them to also be like this.
As I said, the problem solving and data driven is something. Yeah, that is first principle. So if the person has that, I think despite of any role, he will do great.
Okay, awesome, awesome, lovely. Um, which brings us to our next question, which is, what is that one thing you, when if I am, let's say, applying to LimeRoad, or if anybody is applying to LimeRoad, what should how can they stand out? Because sometimes the CVs, resumes get rejected, but the person, the caliber is huge, right? So what should they be doing so that they can really get a chance of interview, and how can they get selected over there?
So what happened these days when you post a job, you get thousands of CVs on requisition. It is difficult for us to see the thousand CVs. So I believe the people who all are applying for the job just go through the job description, share the pre-assessment, which is very important. Like, just share about what they have done, like not cover letter, basically, what in their current job role, what are their achievements, one individually contributor, as an individual contributor, what they have done, what is ROI of that project. If they can give short 100 word or 200 words synopsis, if they can share, I think definitely I love to see, I love to meet those kind of people.
Right. And you want to receive those via email, LinkedIn, phone call, cold calling. How do you want to receive that?
Anyhow, I mean, like, that doesn't matter. The medium doesn't matter. If somebody is actually taking interest, uh, investing a time, telling me why this person is suitable for this job, right? Silly, maybe at times, because these days you make the series through chat GPT. it will stand out. You actually tailor way basically as per the job requirement. But what you have done basically, what are the achievement? What are the as a marketer? I mean, if you the person gonna tell me that he used Meta or Google AdWords, he spent this much, the ROI is this much, some campaign he ran and that was brilliant. If he's telling me these things, that is pretty much interesting. Why won't I spend time with that person and put definitely I'll set up the interviews for it.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you. You are speaking my heart's language. You're speaking the word, you're taking words out of my mouth. I'm so happy to hear this because this is what I keep telling my community and people I send, that it's about the outcome. We as marketers, we need to give the outcome. That's where we are measured. That's how we are measured, right? Awesome. Now, with a last question, which is, if you were a marketer at today's day and age, right? How would you stand out in any company? Let's not talk about Limeroad because there's a personal bias and in and out of that company, right? Since you're the head. So if you were applying as a marketer to some other company, some other top company, right? Let it be D2C or e-commerce. How would you go and what would your strategy be?
So I'll not make myself different from marketer because we do a lot recruitment marketing as a recruiter, right? So whatever the stages you go through as a marketer, we also go through. So we should know our audience first of all, and accordingly we make our stories, our subject. I would say that and present in front of the person. So if I am a marketer, definitely if I'm reaching XYZ organization, D2C or B2C, if I'm going to D2C, I'll actually explain what I've done basically. I'm key highlighting the problem plus solution and what in that solution I have done it in my CV or in my mail or first interaction with the person. Because if you're telling me I have optimized this falana and dhakana, that will not give me a sense because I don't know the problem. First of all, I should know the problem. Being a recruiter, if I say that I have optimized 24% cost to hire, that's a bullshit. I am like the person will not relate with me. But if I let him know, like the problem statement was that we earlier be having a cost for hire is this much due to blah and blah reasons, right? Due to external agency or expensive job boards or expensive, extending the time to fill the requirement. My cost per hire is increasing every now and then. What steps I have taken to optimize that? People would like to listen that because telling that I have done this, that will not make difference. People wanted to understand because these are the problem with any D2C, B2B or B2C organization. They're facing everyday basis, the similar kind of problem. They are spending this much, the ROI is not coming according to spending. So how you gonna optimize it? When you optimize it, the result come when exactly, when you took the action, how much time it took, get the result. If you explain these things, I think that approach is very transparent and very realistic. I would say that, and the person will relate with it. So, person doesn't want to hear what is your achievement. Person want to hear what, how, when you did it.
Awesome. So if I just have to understand for myself and the audience, which is that tell us the outcome and tell us how you reached there, because we want to know if that is the truth or not. Have you done it or not? And will you be able to implement your data driven and problem solving methods to solve my problem, right? So yeah.
And like this part, when you're sharing this, will not only tell about your achievement, you will tell about your failures also. I've done this. Due to that, I got fail. I mean, like use first approach, it didn't work. I used second approach, it didn't work. Third approach worked. So person wanted to hear that. It cannot be like you always bullseye. The first approach is absolutely there, and you have done brilliantly. So I think that is important.
As they say, if you are not failing, that means you're not trying. Uh-huh. Of course. Awesome. Lovely. Thank you so much, Navita, for your time. It means a lot to us, and we'll be happy to send you a lot of love, LinkedIn shout outs, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.